My Gavanen Melunin, and well met indeed. I'm Arkay and welcome back to Skyrim, as warrior priest Aurelius now embarks on his, so far, greatest challenge, potentially. It may be absolutely nothing, but we are in solitude and we are heading out to a place called Wolfskull Cave, where there are rumors of undoings. That's not a word. There are rumors of danger and strange lights, and we are being sent by the kind of captain of the guard, I believe he may be. No, that's Aldous. The steward, Folk Firebeard, to check it out. And that is where our journey will take us now. Thereafter, we hope to head back to Falkreath to a location known as Bloodlet Throne. Rumour abounds that this place has been taken over by a clan of vampires, and where the undead thrive, Aurelius is found to put an end to their foolishness. And we shall make it our goal. But something else that comes to me since our time in solitude, a letter has arrived from a courier bearing the seal of the Order of the Nine, and requesting our aid, read as thus: Brother Aurelius, I write to you in the utmost haste, as the Thalmor are on my tail, and I am trapped. Not so long ago, the Order sent me to Skyrim as well, in an attempt to bolster the worship of Talos in this wild province. When I arrived, I went to a small village known as Riverwood, not so far from the Whiterun Hold. Thereabout, as I searched several of the old ruins in an attempt to find a location where I could set up a new shrine, it would seem a sympathizer of those damned knife-ears tipped them off. I slew several justiciars before I made my escape with an untreatable wound, but seeing how they could not fight me themselves, they set a local bandit host up against me in my safe house of the Bleak Barrow. Now I sit here trapped between bandits above me and your favourite foes beneath. I only pray my Talia's last act to command this hawk to bring you this letter was worth her end. Yours in need, warrior priest Carudan. So we have a direct call of assistance from a member of the Order of the Nine itself, sent here before me to spread the word of Talos by High Paladin Hrund. We are to go to Bleak Barrow, near to the town of Riverwood. But first, need calls greatest here in solitude, where these innocents seem to be beset by strange doings, and that is where we will head first. But warrior priest Carudan will not go unaided. I believe we have enough time to clear the cave here and then head south. We can stop off in Bleak Barrow on our way back to the Bloodlet Throne in the south of Falkreath Hold, and we can do good deeds thereabout. All the while, of course, collecting and gathering minerals, as our main aim is to build the headquarters in Falkreath, where we can bolster the Order of the Nine's presence here. Hopefully even gain some new members to join our fledgling ranks.
Traveler, over here.
My need is great. How may be of us? What are these folk? What? Talk. Vampires. You disgusting filth! Return to me! Not even worth calling your name, scum. There's another of these fools. Pathetic. Good job we did stop. We can't risk simple travelers being hit by these disgusting abominations. No, we're not bothered with that. We won't be learning that, thank you, but I will be selling everything you have. Ah, the Vigilant have a new style tunic here in the land of Skyrim, which is good. I should have got the torch out and burnt these. Oh, gold, yes. And a garnet, no less. Slain. Fjolvar. Fjolvar? Oh, there you are. Well done, friend. More undead cleansed. Vampires, though, are like weeds. You wipe them out utterly, digging deep down into the soil to claim them at their very roots, cleansing the soil utterly and allowing the free peoples to live unaided. Hello there, old friend. Bizarre. We should have investigated, really, but time is of the essence. We can't leave Carudan to die in Bleak Barrow. But no matter how far you dig down, The weeds always return. Oh, that's miles away. Goodness, we're not doing that one. But here we are, Wolfskull Cave. Now, there may not be no truth to these rumours. The gentleman may just be afeard of... Oh, I've seen them already. Undead. First. Second. They will find no respite. They will find no peace. They will find only our sword and their death here. Noble Arkay. Let us give thanks and prayer to him before we delve deeper into this ruinous place. We don't want to be walking around with a torch everywhere we go either, so let's turn on the lights and get the shield out. Oh, and it's always worthwhile giving it a save. This doesn't bode well. Heavy chains protecting this... Well, I'm not really sure what they're doing. Are they there as an adornment? Is this interior design we're seeing before us? I can't say I much care for it. Be careful not to ruffle any feathers as we come through. We may still yet get the drop on whoever seeks to raise the dead here. Draugr. There is no magic at work here. It is simply ancient arts. Who knows how the Draugr have come to be born anew in this land. Draugr were a thing of legend before I came to Skyrim. A tale told to keep children in their beds in the evening. To not question their elders. And you tell a child to not go into a cave and they do anyway. But then you tell a child to not go into a cave because the undead will get them. They're a little bit more like to follow your law. Another unpure soul that can be cleansed in his great name. Lavender. Maybe, perhaps, not a true necromancer at heart. Just gotten in with the wrong crowd and unfortunately put to the sword. Oh, gold. 27 gold pieces. I get less than that than doing quests sometimes. Well, this doesn't bode well, does it? We've run into a couple of necromancers, there are skeletons everywhere, and now there's a damned fortress under the ground. More Draugr. Get away from... What is... Cease! Oh, this one came to play. Blimey. Oh. But he's just almost fallen to his death, so we have to follow suit. How did he just hit me? Ah, the necromancers. Your life is forfeit if you continue down this dark path. I beseech thee, stay your hand. Oh, you're an elf. Probably a Thalmor scummy agent sent here to spread discourse in the land. Oh, oak flesh. Thank you. No, we won't be eating. Ah, go on then. Can't hurt to eat a skeever tail. Unfortunately, your body won't even get the pleasure of rotting, as the cold, frozen, frigid land I've left you in will ensure your body is entombed. Although you did not skip ab day, did you? Well done. Always good to maintain positive physique in these trying times, even if you are the foul necromantic type. Oh, hello, sneaky little cultists. Yes, 5 gold pieces. Free gold is the best gold. You've not done too well after your fall, have you, friend? Although we are, unfortunately, outmatched by this fellow. But the undead are slow and cumbersome, and it doesn't take much to outwit them, or indeed outmaneuver them. But now we must go deeper. There is no way out back much deeper into the ruins. The farmer was not wrong. This is the work of some black magic.
Hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, great queen. We summon. We summon
Not a good day for the necromancer. Oh, you a conjurer, sorry. No, yes indeed. Fully turned your soul away from purity and light. Oh, hello. Moonstone ore, yes please. Let me just quickly pause the cleansing. No, 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 stop what you're doing. We needn't hack at this like a common labourer. We are masters of... Have I read the book? I'm sure I did. Have I gone past it and I've missed it out? No, I definitely read it. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't. Yes! No, I hadn't. There it is. Oh, it panicked me for a moment then. I was like, I'm sure I bought it. Well, I'm not bothered with that. Electro mining. Yes, 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 yes. And drop zone is really useful when we get to use that. Do we want to get rid of any of these? No, not really. Boom. Job done. Smithing is never a chore again when you can just point your hand at the ground and shoot magic at it. Delightful. Utterly delightful. From my checkered knowledge of Skyrim's history, Potema, I believe, was the mother of Pelagius, perhaps? Given a reputation as something of a fierce steward, I believe. Was she outright ruler? Ah, the undead rise again. There is no sanctity from their foul... Oh, gold. From their dark magics. Let's climb up. More of the undead. Another Draugr. What have I got on my right hand? That's the slay living spell. Oh, wow. He wasn't too slow, was he? Let me just check that. Is it slay living? Necroplague. It's Necroplague. I think we should probably put slay living there, as Necroplague's a little rarer. Here we are. Ah. Oh, gold! We're going to come out of this all the richer too. What a great experience. Killing the undead, gaining gold, clearing ancient forts, and learning of Skyrim's lore. It's all just one delightful little experience, isn't it? Expedition, you might even say. We keep rising. I'm imagining at the top of this...
Yes! Return me to this realm.
Oh, she sounds rather ecstatic. You are no match for me, Dark Elf.
The innocent you, Wolf Queen. Summon with words bound by blood.
Ah, they seek to control her.
What are you doing, you fool? You cannot bind me to your wills. Summon with words bound by blood.
Sounds like someone's gonna have to die in order to bind her. Summoned by words, bound with blood. Ominous, sacrificial language. We shan't have it. I have already killed countless of your followers, you up there. How many more are to die in order to summon this ancient curse you seek? It is folly, and I shall put you to the sword lest you break this spell now.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Yes, I was just talking to you. By Arkay's divine light, I am protected. Dark elves, teeming with the high elves. They seek to subjugate you. Stand freely. I will sell everything you have. Thank you very much. Just another little quick save. Cease this foul magic. Sky. So is that your aim here, political dominion? No. What in God's name? Arkay! Assist me! And the dead rise before your very eyes. Oh, you're dead, you can't heal? One of these is down to low health, surely. Are they even healing too? I'll get to you in a minute, Ritual Love. Unnecessary. Down she goes. Yes, come closer. Bask in my presence. You are all that remains. Your followers are dead. Your beings and minions sent back to the plains of oblivion. Do you repent? Speak! So be it. Arkay, may you guide her soul in the afterlife so that these transgressions may never come to pass again. Gotta keep our eye on this. I'm not one for undead summoning rituals, but I don't think it bodes well when the subject of the ritual escapes the cave. I have to check back on this in some time. But it is done. I don't think Folk's going to be too pleased to learn of what has happened here. 75 gold coins. All in the name of the Order of the Nine. Wealth, of course, is welcomed in the Order. Zenithar is a great provider. And is very giving. A nice little handy escape. We should mark this place somehow, so that others do not wander into this location, lest that foul, angry being does return. But it's clear for now. Peace. I told you something funny was happening here. Her spirit endures. Residuary energy is binding the cave in some foul way. But before we part, I just want to check on the stone. This priest I seek. I gather he's fond of the Steed Stone. He would be a fitting addition to our order if indeed he is an old priest of Arkay. Many that seek to join the order always seek to do so with fame and glory at their head. Talos gathers many, especially in this current climate with the Thalmor outruling the worship of him. Those who seek to oppose that nature join with Hrund and the worshippers of Talos. Stendarr is always a follower. The followers of Stendarr are always numerous. For justice is something that does not cover the land easily, and those who have sought justice for themselves or their loved ones and have found injustice in its place seek out Stendarr to guide them and help those who they can. But you, I believe, are the man I seek.
So that the bird may tramp over the serpent.
Good day. I am Aurelius.
Our champions come as children once again.
Warrior priest of Arkay. And... excuse me. Hello?
Greetings, pilgrim. Do not let me stand in your way. Pray to the stars that your mind be swift and your burdens light.
Oh, thank you.
Remember, the steed's blessing will only grant those attributes to the body. And the stars are the heavens, and the shooting stars are pieces of Aetherius fallen to earth.
It doesn't sound like Arkay worship to me.
That is why those who practice the arcane often pray to the stars, and not the gods. Some say the doomstones like these are built from the fragments of stars, much like the Iliad stones of legend. And thus these stones, mage or steed, lover or thief, represent the very provenance of magic. But my apologies for prattling on, stranger, as I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Valgus, a healer who follows the stars.
I was rather hoping you were a healer who followed the tenets of Arkay and would welcome addition to our order, but perhaps with your following of the stars, Julianos may well be more suited to you. But you're an Imperial, tell me more.
Boy, near the southern border of Cyrodiil.
Ah, Skingrad. I've been there a few times.
You speak the truth. All my life I've been surrounded by death. When I was young, my father told me to kill a man is an easy thing. And during those times it came easy for most. But to heal a man, that was difficult. And that was something all good men should strive for.
Noble words.
Sadly, I did not discover the truth of his words until I was stricken by tragedy.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Of youth. We do not heed sage advice, but rather we allow our mistakes to confirm its wisdom.
Indeed. Never a truer word.
My wife. We had married just before the war began, after the Empire had lost the southern provinces to the Thalmor.
The Thalmor.
Everyone knew the war would come north eventually. I picked up a blade. She opted to forge one. I never thought I would be the one to mourn her. But don't feel sorry for me, my boy. It happened over 30 years ago. More time has passed since her death than she spent among the living.
It takes a long time to get over the loss of a loved one. Your grief is still fresh, no matter how many years have passed. You have no judgment from me.
My apologies. It's not a story I wish to share at this time.
Oh, I would like trading in restoration, actually, and just to divert from the story you just told.
I'll do my best to
Ah,
teach you,
perfect.
as my father did.
Yes. Would you be willing to follow me, sir?
As you wish.
Perfect. Welcome, Valgus.
I am at your assistance.
Let's see if there's anything I can give you to make you a little bit better in these trying times.
Our burdens are best spread between us.
Goodness gracious. Thank you very much. I will have free training. Gold should not be clung on to, but should be shared. What have I got for you? You're not a man of weapons, are you? You're a man of magic. Certainly judging by your star talk. But I think we should probably get you out of those robes, maybe. No, I don't really have anything befitting a man of such high magics. But you could take a hood. And why don't you take their much better looking tunic? And then at least I will feel a little better.
Tower, bless our adventure.
I think you mean Arkay, guide our hand. Come, you will do. We must head to Bleak Barrow with all speed. Fjolvar. Valgus. You can't jump on, can you? You know where Bleak Barrow is, right? We'll rendezvous there. See you in a few days. Fjolvar. With speed and with haste, we must press on. It may well be quicker and safer to take the cart, however. How near are we to the Stables of Solitude? Oh, much nearer than we are to these Bleak Barrow. All I know to go on at the moment is that it's somewhere near Riverwood. We must head there. That is a journey indeed. We'll head to the stables and we'll take the cart for now. Oh, indeed, because we need to speak with folk, don't we? We must at least let them know that this place is clear of the undead. Another great feather in our cap. The word of the Order will spread throughout these lands, especially if the stewards of the great houses know of our deeds and can speak freely and speak fondly of the Order. I am, however, always on guard to come to Solitude, for I know that the Thalmor reside here. This uneasy truce we have with them will not last. And if the call to war against the Thalmor goes up, I, for one, will certainly answer. I think I'm running the wrong way. Yes, I am. Fjolva! I trust you are acquainted with mountain climbing, because we're about to do a little bit of it. Stick with me. I'll do what I can to not get you killed. Just gotta walk slowly when the steep drops come. Perfect. And a little jump at the end there, just to sound it all out. Oh dear, sorry. But we're there. Take us back. I believe we can stop at Riverwood, actually. The new cart owners seem to be much more open to the idea of stopping in the lesser villages. It's delightful. And here we are. Ah, we need to buy coverings for you, actually. Let's just quickly do that, too, before we forget. Get you a little bit more protection, otherwise a stray arrow may down you, poison you, infect you. We need to keep you protected. Where's the stable master? Stable master! Oh. Yes, hello. Where on earth did you just go? You there. Ah, you're not talking. I presume there's another I can speak with?
Anyone in Solitude can attend.
What are we on? Ah, it's too early. She's only just up for the morning chores. Do you have a... Yes! No. This province is beset by wars, ancient magics, the rise of the undead. Bandits litter the countryside, but its greatest and chiefest problem is its bloody fascination with standing up. Is it too much to ask for a goddamn chair? Ah, very well. The floor will have to do. Why do they hate chairs? Oh, Fjolva. Katla, I would speak with your husband. Ah, Valgus, welcome. Aha, this is what we see.
Is this about the
Gaiman.
stables? My husband Gaiman handles the business.
Of course.
Ah, it's alright. Of course, we need to keep him under control to get it on him. I was talking to the wrong person. I assumed, given that this is Katla's farm, that you would be in relation to Katla.
Of course.
For that price? Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Ah, perfect. Thank you very much. That's at least some protection. Ah, now you can carry our burdens, Fjolva. Nord Rider's Horn, perfect. Now we have the ability to call you from wherever you are. Using the magics of Aetherius itself. I don't know what this horn is blessed with, but that's a find. Marvelous. Now, to Riverwood. As fast as you can. Although, I'll just swap out the horse call before I forget. We don't want horse whistle anymore. Horse call is infinitely better. Perhaps a little less immersive, to use that word. You there.
Need something?
I have need to travel to Riverwood. Do you go that way?
Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere?
Ah,
along the way?
perfect. Yes,
Climb
Riverwood,
back
please.
and we'll be off.
Valgus, jump on. We must make tracks.
Couldn't ask for better.
I'm coming, Caradan. Hold true. I'll be with you shortly. With luck, we will find him alive and well. But now to find Bleak Falls Barrow. The traders or the shopkeepers must know, I suppose.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius.
Ain't every day we get the finest weapons and armor.
He doesn't know. We're never going to need the pickaxe again. What a glorious day. You can take all of that. Thank you kindly. And we no longer need that shield. So, up on the money. That's good. Oh, goodness. Valgus, give me some space, man. I said follow me, not worship me.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No
Troubles?
adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this.
I can come back if there's a better time.
Sorry you had to hear that.
Good day, madam. Yes, I'm here for Bleak Falls
I
Barrow.
don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood trader is still open. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An
Specifics.
ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if
Gladly.
you want to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan?
Perfect.
Trinkets, odds and ends.
Anyway, take what
that
I'm
sort of
carrying
thing.
first. Get rid of those. I think we've already learnt the skills and abilities of many of these robes. Bother with that one, or that, or that. Not that. I'll go through and eat all of those. Don't need the notes. The notes don't sit on the shelves very well. So we get rid of those. Thank you. Most helpful.
Yes.
Bleak Falls Barrow it is. Valgus, come. We know where we need to go now. Northwest into the mountains. Let's turn that off. Oh, and let's eat all those items before we forget. I know we're in a hurry, but there's always time to stop and have a little few snacks. Fjolvar, Valgus, make your way there now. Go. I'll scout it out and clear the way. When you arrive, we'll cleanse the location together.
Beautiful woman can start wars with us,
Paradin waits.
but only because her fickle heart reaches the same.
Oh. I didn't think she was all that, if I'm honest. I prefer the lithe and nimble nature of the Bosmer womenfolk. Be prepared. The bandits, or indeed the Thalmor, may be up here. Come back here, you cowardly coward.
Let's keep it.
The path is relatively well trodden. This is a location that they must have been in for some time, or indeed a popular tourist destination, but I fear it may be the former. This wind and rain is certainly acting as a defense of climbing up here so far, isn't it? Oh, here we go. I wish no ill on you or your friend. Allow me to pass peacefully, and we will have no trouble. Put the weapon away, or I will slay you all.
I'm warning you. Back off.
No, the warning is mine for you. Very well, so be it. She's frustrating, isn't she? Not good enough.
Count out your coin.
Oh, come off it. Kill her the old-fashioned way. Get another shot in, Valgus. I like to use the spell where possible, just to really strike, oh gold, fear into the hearts of our enemies. Is there any more of these? No, I believe that's it. Bandits. No sign of the Thalmor yet, but they may well be here. Keep on your guard. Good man. Come. Fjolvar! Oh, why did you run so far away? Just take everything they have. That body is gone. What on earth is up there?
You remind me of Topal the pilot, drifting to new worlds while in search of an old one.
Bear with me just one moment. I've just got to climb the mountain. Fjolvar is an expert climber, as you can see. And he just magics his way through the rocks. Chosen, indeed, for his climbing heritage. He's part goat, don't you know? The Magna G? What on earth? This is some heretic-based worship, I should imagine. Nothing we concern ourselves with. Ah, the Barrow. It's in sight. Valgus! How on earth did anyone get up here? I need to get a collection of simple amulets of Arkay and leave them in these places just to alert others to the dangers that lie ahead. And indeed to protect them. For as they don those simple amulets, they will find peace. Boost up our... How far are we on restoration? Well, we can make our spells better. Vigilant. Cost no magicka, that's quite good, isn't it? Ah, that's good. And then there's Exorcist just after. Oh, and I've got plenty of perks. Ah, I'm not sure why or how, but brilliant. Spirit tutors is relatively good if you can find them. Do we want to boost our smithing? No, we haven't really done any smithing yet, have we? Our block skill is relatively low still. And our heavy armor doesn't even have a single point. Keep progressing in block. So we get timed block from our combat mod already, but it's also added, as you can see, with the I can't remember what this perk mod is called. It begins with an O, doesn't it? Ah, it's gone from my head. Ah, that's what we're after. And then indeed Power Bash. I'm not too bothered with time block because, as I say, we already get it. But then it does go up to block runner, which is quite useful. We'll leave that for now. We'll chuck a point in heavy armor just to... no, I'm not all that bothered. We aren't dying relatively easily. When we come up against enemies with swords, we deal with them quite soundly. Vigilance relatively good, but I feel that at the moment that's a bit of a wasted perk point. I'm tempted with destruction to increase our use of flames, as restoration doesn't have too much damage dealing. Now I'm caught in all over the place. We could return to one-handed. Is that dagger wielding or dual wielding? We're not bothered with that. We could get the Clash of Champions, as we're going to be using a sword. It is done. Give it a save. Bandits on the outskirts. Let's hope we don't run into any Thalmor, though. The Justiciars are always a little more challenging.
I love a challenge.
Heavy armor. Another archer. No more. Oh, we dodged that well. Valgus, where the bloody hell are you? Ah, there you are. Yes, stand down there and shout at her. I'm sure she'll give up in no time. Oh, I think I missed. There we are. Oh, no, restoration's gone up. Ah. Another damaged soul to clear and cleanse. With Arkay's guidance and light... Yes! We are now true followers of Arkay. Let us pause and give real thanks. Here, overlooking the valley. Arkay is the giver of life and the protector in death. And we thank him and ask that he too protect and give to us as we cleanse the lands in his great name. Oh, I'd also quite like what you're carrying, because it looked like I might be able to sell it. A couple of steel, that's not bad. Anyway, in we go. If there is anyone living in this great ruin that can tell us of Caradan, then we will find them. Indeed, if we can find Caradan, then that will give us wonderful respite and cause. The bandits, he said, were above him. The undead beneath. So where we still find bandits, we probably will not find Caradan yet. Valgus, finish him. Valgus, I gave you one command. What good is the lightning if you can't even kill a simple bandit? Get a weapon out already. Nah. These weak chests. So easy to manage. Only a little bit of gold, but it'll do. Give me everything you have.
No,
what are you thinking with a bow? How are you with a bow?
Give us fortune.
You will kill more than you heal. Does that bother you?
About a monk who preached non-violence, but when attacked, killed his assailant. When asked why he broke his code, he said, "I am a man of peace, but I am no pacifist."
Wise course.
I don't know if that applies to me. There are times when you'll be the aggressor, but I know I can't simply stand by and watch you die.
Thank you.
Yes, war and virtue are not mutually exclusive. I choose to heal because I don't trust myself to distinguish the good from the bad. Yet traveling with you, I realize I have to make that choice. Perhaps that's why the stars brought us together.
Maybe. Maybe.
Very
now,
well.
Will you take this bow? It's an imperial bow. And it looks damn fine, doesn't it? Anyway, come. Who knows what we'll find down here. Let's get flames out instead. Quite a few skeevers, sadly. Ruins bound. Some simple potions. Some linens. We may be able to retool those. Onward. As we go deeper into the bowels. Into the bowels. Ah, another bandit. Hold up, what's he doing? Guess he's back to us. Ah, a Nordic trap. But it saved us a kill. What have we here? Snake, snake, whale. Interesting how they go through all the time and effort to create this great lock and key, and then make it incredibly simple to open. Now, it would seem that the bandits have gone no further than this. If we are to find Caradan alive, it'll be in this next section. Some nice tasty gold. There's a skeever right there, Valgus. Valgus, am I to die as an enemy sneaks up upon me and walks past you? If I contract a disease from one of these foul creatures, I will take your leg as payment. You're a healer. You'll be able to put it back on, I'm sure. The cobwebs here seem to have been a little disturbed. Another bandit. No. No notes, no nothing. It can't be. It can't be a skeleton already. Caradan only wrote to us a brief time ago. Gods above. Valgus! Get it! Oh dear. Sorry. I've shot you in the back. Take the legs! Sweep the legs! I'll get the thorax. Yes, it's down. Valgus? Ah, you're alright. You there! Have you seen a warrior priest?
Don't leave me for Arkay's sake. Get me out of here. It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Have you seen a warrior priest in these parts?
Over here.
Answer the question.
Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
I'm not seeing any signs or traces. I fear the very worst for Caradan, that the frostbites may have taken him. Oh, the undead are awakening. He spoke specifically of being between the bandits and the undead. We are too late. We are too late. Maybe the journal will shed some light. My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands, and with it the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool Lucan Valerius had no idea that his favourite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Barrow. Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says there is a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. And there is the claw we are after. It is indeed as we feared, Valgus. Yeah, you've got quite a lot of stuff for a long dead Draugr. Caradan is no more. He was taken by the frostbite spiders. His simple shrine to Talos abandoned.
Avarice. Greed is a pernicious disease.
Will you be silent for one moment? We are giving protection to his soul in the afterlife.
Difficult to detect.
Caradan, I will send word back to Brother Hrun to tell of your noble deed and your intent. Don't step on the trap. Oh, more undead. Oh, come off it! Masters of the traps, apparently. Only one of them, though. Come on then, it's safe now. I'm beginning to think he might be more of a hindrance than a boon. Don't run into the fire, you great fool.
Careful.
Oh yes, I'm the one that needs to be careful.
Careful.
Because apparently I'm the one that has the death wish. And not the person who just gaily bounds into flames. We knew there would be undead here. It was warned of in Caradan's letter. That's a tasty amount of gold. 3 gold. That's not tasty. What am I saying? It's pathetic. Aha! Ah, what's the range on this? Oh, brilliant. An unlooted chest in the bowels of an ancient ruin. With spells, no less. Marvellous. I'm thinking as well, actually, that we should put flames in the 3rd spot. Until we have a restoration spell that actually does damage to the undead and we can call upon readily, then flames is our go-to at the moment. We probably should put some points into destruction, as the undead dislike the light of Arkay as much as they hate the flames of Zenithar. Some more gold, thank you very much. We can't let any undead abide. Is there any down here? Discarded remains of the undead. These may well be Caradan. A small amount of gold. Every member of the Order of the Nine carries a bespoke amulet. Hidden deep in our person. Hidden on our person. We must almost be there now. The final chamber abounds. These ruins don't tend to be too large. Certainly if we had to base them on the aliens of Cyrodiil. Oh, good shot. What was that? Send the coward running away. Ah. I believe this may well be the final location. Must move swiftly, lest the undead rise in their number greater than we can handle.
These blades are sharp. One who goes first should pull the chains. I will help.
I can heal our wounds just fine, thank you, sir. You forget that those following the tenets of Arkay are adept healers. Ah, he's turning the undead. I always thought that was a rather useless spell, I have to confess. I don't want to turn them, I want to end them. It requires a little more tact than that. Hey, Valgus. Don't step in the flames. This. I have heard tell of these rooms, as this journal noted, the Hall of Stories. Each placard on the wall details a different event in the lives and times of the ancient Nords. But who knows what it is commemorizing now. Knowledge, perhaps, with the owls? Let's pretend that we actually looked at the claw and that we've not opened this door a million times and actually know exactly what to do every single time, because I hate this dungeon with a passion. Were it not for Caradan's letter, I would have used a secret entrance that I know well of that leads me to this final chamber. But we needed to find out for ourselves if Caradan lived, or if indeed he had passed beyond. This seems to be the last chamber, the grandest. Another one of these Nordic walls. I wonder if we'll have the same bizarre feeling. Ah, goodness. Fryman Netleys, that's deafening. This is the end. Ah. A unique stone. That may well come in handy, we'll hold on to that. I am feeling a sort of pull towards that wall. Something calls me. Consuming power. I have no use for that. 100 gold! And what, an ebony raven? Oh, goodness, a Daedric artifact! Oh, gods no, we'll leave that there. No, thank you. My vision blurs. That same power from the previous wall flowing through me. I feel something, but I know not what. Let's see if there is a shorter way out of here. Ah, yes. Another chest. Ah, yes! More gold. And indeed, the exit lies in front. Caradan did not survive the torment and trials. But he will be remembered. He will indeed be remembered. Back to Riverwood. We can at least honour his name by clearing those vampires we've heard of in the Bloodlit Throne. Now, the rise of the Draugr leads me to believe that something may well be returning them to life. Something powerful. Any undead hunter and slayer of any great degree, and indeed worthy of his salt, knows of the legends of the great priests of old. And indeed, these magics may well be tied to them. There's no... Dragons, of course, have been gone for thousands and thousands of years, but perhaps if the dragon priests are returning, they may well be summoning their old minions back. We should look into them, seeing if any of those have risen again. I know of only one dragon priest holding in the lands near Solitude. We will investigate. Put the familiar away. But for now, that is going to conclude this episode. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Ignore her. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I've enjoyed playing it. And until we speak again, dear friends, or do note, actually, that... No, ignore that. Until we speak again, Navair Naden Perimad Melonin, and farewell.